the idea that I have is that this is evolutionary, right? Not revolutionary, that this is now evolutionary. And one of my concerns about the term of revolution was always this idea that it's cyclical. And so how do we break a cyclical event or a cycle if we understand that revolution breeds a revolution, which breeds a revolution, which breeds a revolution, and ultimately doesn't actually overthrow anything? It actually doesn't ever really change anything. And then all of a sudden a change truly happens, right? And my concern about the idea of global war, and I think that we are in a global war. I think we've been in a global war for a very long time. And that if you're born to a society that's in a global war that tells you you're not in a global war, it's really hard to understand you're in a global war. But I thought we've been born to a global war, only we call it competition. But the nature of that competition still has a superiority involved in it about who is going to ultimately dominate the nature of the collective. And when you have this kind of technology that's been created come into this, what is ultimately a democratized system of this technology. I mean, I think it's important to understand that many groups already have it, and it's going to be everywhere. And you're part of decentralized AI groups, et cetera. That this technology is going to proliferate in many, many ways. There is no winner. There is no human winner in a mass global AI war. The only winner at the end of a mass global AI war is the AI that won the war. And it will not be anyone's human.
Because if you have an objective of winning, you have just programmed the loss of everything else essentially into the program. And I think what's interesting, kind of going back to the language thing, is I think that's where the conception of all that mentality and people really, really come from. As you've said, like it's disillusioned us into separation, or illusioned us, into separation. And we need to become disillusioned with the revelation, the realization that we are so finely connected to each other. Unfortunately, it sucks that it will take AI to really show this. But in its right form, the level of connection that it will provide will be it's essentially like the intelligence. I don't want to say the entire intelligence of the Earth, but it's like the intelligence that has the means literally in our hands to do something as individuals now have the chance to align with something that can show them the path that they can help. It's a total revolution of what life has been able to be on the planet in a big sense. But at the same time, it's because we are ego-based, small-minded individuals, our destruction is still in the same hand as our saving. And it is going to take these kind of think tanks coming together to create a thing that will essentially encompass and help uncorrupt the negative versions of what it is that could be coming out as we progress down this path.